Hello, my name is Matt. Welcome to my sports vlog. And it doesn't really have a title yet, but we got to get this out quick. The game starts in 4 hours, 4.5 hours. I want this out before then because this game relates pretty well to my video here. This is going to be the first video in a pretty long series that's going to last the whole season. I'm going to do a power ranking. I'm going to rank all 32 teams. And as the weeks go, I'm going to update it. I don't know how much movement there's going to be. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a lot. There's a lot of good teams this year. I mean, heck, there's some teams I have ranked down in the 20s that I think could easily contend for a Super Bowl this year. There's going to be a lot of surprises. There's going to be a lot of disappointments. Going to be, there's always injuries, so you never really know what's going to happen. But yeah, this is my top 32, my ranking of the 32 teams, and yeah. To start it off, I got the Buffalo Bills at number one. Now, the Buffalo Bills are a very complete team, and they have only gotten better than last year. I mean, that game against the Chiefs in the playoffs, that was a hell of a game. That felt more like a Super Bowl than the Super Bowl did. That went down to the very last play, and it should have lasted longer. I know Josh Allen was very upset, and that does not look like a guy you want to piss off. And he's pissed, and he's going to be destructive. He's already favorited for MVP. There's a lot of hype behind this team. I mean, they got one of the greatest defensive minds at head coach that we've ever seen with all of his crazy blitzes coming out of nowhere. They just drafted a stud rookie running back. Their defensive line improved. They improved it through free agency, through the offseason. Their wide receiver room is looking better. You got to be scared of the Buffalo Bills this year. There's a reason why a lot of people are ranking them number one. So do not count these guys out. I know Brian Dable's gone. That loss to this team is unmeasurable. But we really don't know how much it's going to mean until we see them out there on the field, and they're going to have a big test today playing against the Rams. We're going to move along somewhat quickly here because there is 32 teams here. So, yeah, my number two is the Los Angeles Rams. And again, another complete team that only got better from last year. They just won the Super Bowl and they got better. I mean, it's going to take a lot for Cooper Kupp to repeat the season he did last year. The dude won the Triple Crown. He won Offensive Player of the Year. He won the Super Bowl. I mean, he had the most complete season a wide receiver has ever had. There's been other guys who've won all of these awards, but not all in the same season. That takes a lot, and he surprised all of us. He was always good. He was always there. He was always in a conversation, but he really took the mantle last year, and I would not be surprised if we saw a slight decline in his production this year. I mean, they signed Allen Robinson. Allen Robinson's a monster. He's had a great season since he was drafted, a great career since he was drafted, and he's going to have another good year this year. Matthew Stafford is their signal caller. I mean, that was one smart trade. They traded Matthew Stafford for Jared Goff. I wonder who got the raw end of that deal. Not to count Jared Goff out, dude's great quarterback. He's been to a Super Bowl. He's still young, got plenty of time at Detroit, but he's not Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford, poor guy, wasted a lot of his career down in Detroit. But you know what? All it took was 1 year with a competent team in the Rams, and he got it done. He got it done. So now he's got something to say to all the haters. Aaron Donald is, in my opinion, the best player ever play the sport. I mean, the dude is just a wrecking ball. He gets double teamed every single play, and he leads the league by a long shot when it comes down to QB pressures. You just You can't stop him. There's nothing you could do to stop him. And he doesn't even have like a prototypical body for the position. Dude's 6 feet tall, probably the strongest player in the entire league. And there's just no stopping him. The entire defense is basically built around him and his pressure he gets out of the nose tackle position. And that's not even the only thing he plays. They move him around on that defensive line. He is the guy on that defense. And not only that, they added Bobby Wagner. Finally, Bobby Wagner got out of Seattle. I mean, heck, he was loyal to that team. They went to 2 Super Bowls, won one of them. The other one they lost was a heartbreaker, and he stayed loyal. Finally, he's out playing on a very good team, and I believe in him. I believe in this team, and I think they're going to be back. They right now they're my favorite to go back to the Super Bowl. I don't know about win it, but I don't know. I think it's going to be an NFC team. AFC is just too stacked. That AFC playoffs is going to be a war zone, man. It's going to be hard to come out of the AFC with some energy when it comes down to the Super Bowl. And I think the Rams they're going to be waiting. They are going to be waiting. They lost a few pieces this offseason, but whoever they lost was replaced and replaced by somebody just as good or better. So yeah, watch out for the Rams. If I'm an NFC team, I'm scared of them. So yeah, my number 3 team this year might surprise some people. I know a lot of other writers have them a lot lower, but I don't know, man. You got to be careful with these guys. I got the Denver Broncos. Denver Broncos at number 3. I mean, hey, they already had a stellar roster. There's a reason why they were top. Tom Brady's one of Tom Brady's top destinations when he was leaving the Pats. They're still good. Their roster got better. They signed Randy Gregory. And Randy Gregory is an important piece when you're talking about the AFC West because the AFC in general, there's just so many good quarterbacks in the AFC now. You need somebody who can bring some pressure off the edge. They and you can't ignore the Russell Wilson trade. I mean, Russell Wilson's been one of the best quarterbacks in the league since he came in the league, and had very early success with Seattle, and things kind of slowed down pretty quickly. So, wasted a lot of years there. But in 2012 fashion, the Broncos traded for one of the best quarterbacks, aging quarterbacks in the league. And I think they're going to do it again. I think this trade is going to look a lot like the Manning trade from all those years ago. This team is just they're dominant, man. They addressed all of their needs, every single last one of them. They haven't had a quarterback since Peyton Manning, and now they have one, and he's one hell of a quarterback. He's going to be going toe to toe with all those AFC West guys, Justin Herbert, Pat Mahomes. I mean, AFC West is to be feared this year, man. They got all 4 of the teams in the AFC West are in my top 10. All 4 of them are in my top 10. So, and I think the Broncos are the best out of all of them. The Chargers aren't very far behind, but you got to be scared of these Broncos.